What up, RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch? You know who else in this motherfucker?
Going on? Javier Gabos in his bitch.
Yo, we was gonna do an open carry and we kind of got out here in the cold in this Iowa weather to do it, and we've been out here doing it, towing in the cold, but we've been recording some shit and not actually live streaming. Uh, so I don't know if we even finna hop out the car right now. That's cold as shit. We was just down here in one of my favorite spots to do open carries here in Cedar Rapids. Um, right here at this corner, we are equal distance between the courthouse and the pig pen down there. We right in between the two. I do open carries down here often, and it's cool to see. One of the things that we set out here to do actually come to fruition. Thinking about even doing all of this, I was like, listen, one or two things are going to happen. Either the police are going to prove themselves to be just as bad as the news and the media wants us to think that they are towards black men. Either they're going to be that shit, and this is going to be a tragic situation, or I'm going to give them an opportunity to prove to me and everybody else that there's something else going on out here rather than to give in to this idea that every single police officer is racist, hates black men, and looks for any reason at all whatsoever to shoot at them. Um, we was gonna see what it was gonna be because we get out here to test their ass about that shit. We straight vibe checking the whole shit, and the whole time, for the most part, whatever racist cop has ever laid eyes on us, and I'm pretty sure somebody has, um, I'm pretty sure they've laid eyes on us and made the choice to not get involved. Because we ain't never really had too many situations where we was like, this is about to be a tragic situation. Much love to you too, Angel. That's what's up. Hey, Buzz, for real, that's what's up. Um, but we did have an Austin, Texas situation, which I want to do a full video and go into all the motherfucking details about what happened down in Austin, Texas. But we got pretty close to, I think, what was the most tense situation that we've gotten into doing these open carry demos, and that was all the whole situation. That was all fucked up and funny. There was some funny shit going on. We'll talk about that in a whole nother video. But for the most part, we get out here like, yo, what's really good? And the police be like, we not gonna run up on you just 'cause y'all black and armed. So if any niggas is being shot with nothing but cell phones, damn, I didn't drop the phone. My fault, y'all. I'm trying to maneuver for the angle and shit, and then drop the phone and shit. Um, I don't know what it really is that get, black men get this abuse from police officers when they not even armed and really not doing nothing. And we out here doing this the way we do in other areas too. We've been through Wisconsin. Um, we've been there. We've been in Texas doing this shit. Austin, Texas. We went to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma doing this shit. Iowa City and some other places, man. Dubuque, Iowa, of course. Almost 100 of these. So out of all the police officers and all of the public that could call, make a big old fuss, add the racial element to it if they wanted to, all of these opportunities in all these different places still ain't never led us to being racially abused by no police or no other races for that matter. And either the world ain't exactly what they trying to make you believe with all this news and media and uh, even shit in movies and shit like that, reality TV, all this other type of shit help paint a certain picture of black people, a certain picture of white people, and I think they're trying to manipulate us to see something that might not be there. Because if it is there, then at least say that when niggas is armed, police will not do that to you and racists keep to themselves. So however you want to see it, then take it or leave it. But I think from both angles, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Because I know some racist people have seen us doing this shit. Somebody who don't like niggas just for being niggas, who don't trust niggas just for being niggas, have seen us doing this and have decided to stay the fuck out our way. So maybe the gun is the answer in regards to a lot of this shit, man, that we talking about. Because we sure as hell ain't getting no police to super duper fucking freak out or run down on us, except for Austin. And we can talk about that later on. But, yeah, man, it's cold as fuck in Iowa. This cold ain't fucking around. Very early. What's the Cash App? The Cash App is $ RPM Movement. I need to get better at the self-promotion in that regard, because even though I try to be humble with all this shit, and it really come from a humble place, because we've been doing this for 4 years. I ain't never really thought to even ask for no kind of financial support or none of that. I don't be worried about none of that shit. But what I do need to keep in mind is that if somehow this is all I had to do was this, to not be broke and to be able to support, you know what I'm saying, my family, then why not why not reach for that? So in regards to that, I do need to do a better job at self promotion and really trying to make this my life's work so that I can feed my kids.
The merch is coming soon.
Merch is definitely coming. And for real, honestly, I've been on merch since 2008 with a t-shirt line that I wanted to start called Street Armor, which was literally about gun violence awareness and prevention, to teach people how to stay out of situations that we see unfold all around as they turn into fucking gun violence, and how to protect yourself against that. Number one, your situational awareness and kind of relationships you keep with other people. Like, that's what all of that shit was about in 2008, way before I actually got out here to carry no gun, to do all this other stuff. So all of this shit is really coming from a real wholesome, organic, grassroots kind of a place, man. But I really do need to consider the self-promotion, because if this could sustain some financial stability for myself and for my family, and for cuz too, especially right here all the time, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin, first cousin, blood cousin, motherfucker. Ain't no fake street cousin type shit about it. So what we really deserve is to be able to do this all the fucking time, all over the country, every place we fucking think of, we go there and do this. That'd be good to be able to just do this all the time, man. And it needs to be done all the time. We need to be putting in overtime on all this shit, because political shit getting crazy. Y'all sitting back watching it be crazy, and not enough people is really standing up to the task at hand. Because we are sitting here watching China and Russia posture. We provoking them. You know how governments do. They provoke shit. All of this shit is scripted and planned. And I think I already been trying to foresee different events and conclusions to this shit show of a movie that we got called Planet Earth. If this was a movie, you would make predictions. You would point out the bad guy. You would think or expect for the hero to come from a certain place. When you recognize or see that shit, you would cheer for it to overcome the bad guy, the antagonist of the film. If all of this shit was a movie, you would call it what it is. But when I tell you this is your real life and you need to make a choice, I think people shy away from the responsibility and get scared. But we all need to be paying attention to this shit, because right now what's going on, China, Russia, blah, 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 all this other bullshit. You know what's actually going on at the same time? That we are poking the bear? Two fucking ferocious bears. What's going on? Biden said that he really wants an assault weapons ban before he leaves office. That he is really gunning for that, pun intended. This is stupid. Why the fuck would he actually want that to be a reality for the country he swears that he loves so fucking much, that he's trying to protect so much? While we poke fun at China and Russia, who both, especially together, can pose a very serious invasion on the mainland of America like we've never seen before. Especially if, like, whatever this bitch's name is, when she just said not too long ago, and I paraphrase, she says, the next global or national crisis isn't a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. And when it does, it will be the national grid system, the national energy system, power system, man. That's what she said. Now, what to make her feel like she's in a position to even say that with some authority or the knowledge to even to have the audacity to say that in front of everybody on camera like she did. She said it, and I'm going to take that bitch seriously because she's some respectable fucking politician. I can't remember who it is. But she got some clout. So if she want to say that shit out of her fucking mouth, I'm going to take her serious. What will make her say that? And then what follows? Biden wants everybody under a fucking assault weapons ban, whatever the fucking assault weapon is. I got defense rifles. So I don't even know if he's talking to me. Maybe he's not even talking to me. But while he's reaching for that, China and Russia going, man, y'all, okay, USA, don't play. We'll go nuclear, whatever y'all want to do, bruh. That's what they saying. That's what we worried about. Why he want us to not have the guns? That look like a fucking setup, or he does not deserve to be in the position that he's in. And of course, we know what the truth is. Orchestrated, contrived, planned, scripted bullshit. When you see all of this shit coming together and you can't make no sense out of why a sitting president would wish for and reach for a rifle ban while we worried about the lights going out and China and Russia is rubbing their fucking palms together going, yeah, run that if you want to. We'll run your fade. We don't give a fuck. We not scared of y'all. Fuck y'all want to do? If these were some niggas arguing in a club, sounding the way these countries are acting towards each other, a lot of people be grabbing a woman hand and be like, man, we finna get the fuck out of here. It'll look like it's gonna be a fight. That's crazy. So don't let Biden talk that shit about no rifle ban. And you should find that very suspicious, threatening, and underhanded for your sitting president to be saying some shit that will make China happy, that will make Russia happy. Why he acting like they the ops, but the shit that he is saying, they would theoretically say, hey, that will make our job a little easier. We might go further than wrecking y'all shit. Maybe we'll put y'all lights out. Y'all can blame it on whoever y'all want. Run that false ignition of conflict. I'll say that because you can't say other words together with the word false. You can wave it, but you can't say it. They'll blame that shit on anything. When they broadcast what they worried about and then it happens, you got to recognize the pattern that sometimes they go, oh, we're scared of this, and then boom, it happens. So when she says something about the grid, the national grid, I go, okay, bitch, what will make you say that? And is this going to be like you've done so many other times, you motherfuckers, putting the horse before the cart, broadcasting your punches, telling us what's going to happen, and then it happens. Y'all are not fortune tellers. Y'all are actors playing out a script. That bitch says something about the power grid, I'm going to take her serious. Now we got to worry about what Russia won't do, what China might do. Come on, bro. All of that shit together paints a horrible picture that y'all should be able to put these pieces together to say, okay, worst case scenario, that all of these different elements in this global thing that we got going on, and what if they all go to the worst case scenario? What would that look like? If you can't do that with your imagination, and you won't even do it when I pointed out to you that maybe you should put your mind there to see how that makes you feel, then you got a cognitive problem, and we got no more time for games. Everybody, if you on that bullshit, get the fuck out of the way. Just get the fuck out of the way so the real people can just do the verbal, the necessary verbal lip service that we need to pay to this shit, and to call them out loud to make them answer some serious questions, or why Biden would say some shit that we know theoretically will make Russia go, yeah, run that. Do that before we get there, please. Come on, bro. I gotta tell. I don't gotta point this shit out to y'all. Y'all know. So if you don't got a gun, go get one. How's that? What you waiting for? You waiting for the cops? They take too long. Waiting for the U.S. Army to fucking save you from China, Russia, and whoever the fuck else? Come on, bro. You act like you ain't never seen Saving Private Ryan or no movie about the war in Vietnam or nothing. Y'all ain't never seen nothing, have you? Y'all always see America on the winning side of this bullshit. That's the problem. And then you go, man, that can't never happen to us. Man, you crazy. Y'all tweaking, bro. Anything can happen. And when you see things transpiring that looks like the perfect set of circumstances to make your life a complete fucking nightmare, you gotta perk up a bit and go, man, hey, don't start doing all that because that look like something. I don't like that shit. Tell me this shit don't look like nothing to you at all, man. You gonna get what you deserve. Be on the lookout for us to do a little stream with Fake Mike Real News here on YouTube. Go check his shit out. Subscribe to his shit. If you find my shit because of him, let me know that. Go run and tell everybody niggas is out here with guns and they hugging people. Go tell everybody. Go run and tell that. Fuck is y'all talking about? RP and Wu Bang, boy. This gun shit is for everybody.